This is going to be my biggest WNBA betting day. We are on fire. It's time to put the foot to the gas pedal. All gas, no brakes. Let's go. Gotta love that music, man. You know what it is when you hear the jingle. It's the money time. I am Moss Money. This is Money Pot Betting. I'm the CEO. I'm the president. We are on date for Sunday, June 1st, top of the morning to you. We got new WNBA bets, big slate today. We had a pretty decent day. Missed it by that much yesterday of a clean sweep. That motherfucking hook gets you. It gets you every time. I shouldn't have got greedy. We should have went money line and we had a clean sweep of the day. But if you bet with us, you're still up. So that's always a good thing. It's always a win when we win. Quick recap. Yesterday's bets, only one game with the Chicago Sky. I knew the Chicago Sky was going to win, so we cashed that. We also cashed our bet on our prop bet. I think her name was Dijona. I think that was her name. I got to go to a speech, uh, a speech coach to help me with these damn pronunciation. Let me just look up her name so I don't butcher it. I don't want to. And welcome to the show, right? Because this is me learning WNBA on the fly. This is what we're doing. This is what these betting shows are for, to teach you and to show you how I'm betting WNBA to help you bet WNBA and what my mental process and what things that I'm doing or saying or what keys that I'm doing that you can take and help yourself bet more. So that's what we're doing. But the pronunciation, I don't know all the players off the top of my head. I know her last name was Carditon, I believe, but I want to make sure I get her first name right. But we cashed on her. that was the key. We cashed on her being the leading scorer. Dijona, I think it is Dijona. Carditon scored 16, so that was a hit. And then we lost on our first quarter bet. Our first quarter bet was for the Sky to win by 1.5 points. They won by 1 point, of course, right? Of course, they only win by 1 point. We didn't sweep the week, but we're up a half a unit. So no losing day is always a good day, right? Whether you break even or you're up, if you don't lose, you win. So that was good. We are up now almost 6 units on our way to 10 units, which is $1,000 so far on WNBA. So if you like what you're hearing and you like winning money and you like betting WNBA and you want to learn how to bet WNBA, hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit all that good stuff. Make sure you leave a comment below WNBA and we'll get to it each and every weekend. We are here to show you the bets. All right. Enough of the selling. Let's get to the betting. Been using DraftKings so far. Been pretty good to us. Let me make sure I get a better picture here and get you guys all zoomed in so we can get the bets in and out. Like I said, this is going to be my biggest slate of the day. Got a parlay for you too. So stick around to the end for the parlay that I got cooked up. All right. So, first game on the slate is at 3 o'clock. Right now, about 7:30. Connecticut Sun versus the New York Liberty. This game should be an ass whooping, to be honest with you. New York Liberty look like they're going to repeat their championship, and there's no slowing them down. Connecticut is having trouble just getting out the gates. They're trying to find out who they are still. This is a bad matchup for them. So I do have one bet. Let me just make sure I check. I think there was a couple injuries in this game. I just wanted to double check that just to be sure. Anybody with any game time decisions? I thought I saw somebody here. No, normal people that are out. Naraya Sabala from the Liberty Center is out, and I think that kind of goes into what our first bet is going to be, and that's Miss Jones in the middle, WNBA MVP. She is. I thought she was going to be out 2 games ago because she had a little knee injury, and she came back strong. I think she had 13 and 18 or something crazy like that. Um, in her, and she's just been a pillar inside for them. So I'm going with what I think is going to work. She's a force inside on them defensive boards and on the blocks. So I'm going to go with her rebounds, uh, Wanquel Jones, and we're gonna go 10.5. I think this is way too low, man. I really do. I think this is way too low. You can barely see that. Let me zoom out just one. Actually, you know what? Let me open this joint up. Is that better? A little bit better, so you guys can see that. Let me open it up a little bit more. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. All right, so going 10.5. It is juiced up a little bit. I expect this to go to 11.5 before tip off. So you might want to jump on this now. Again, sticking to our strategy. I keep doing that. Half unit bets, right? Half unit bets, $50 bets. We are up. So I'm not going to push it because we're doing a lot of bets today. So if we were doing maybe like 3 bets today, I would have probably upped this up to maybe 1 full unit or even 3 $75. But not getting greedy, not getting overly confident, sticking to what we know, sticking to our guns, sticking to the stars of the WNBA. That's all I'm doing. I'm sticking to the stars of the NBA. I'm sticking to the trends. I'm watching the games. We might go live on the Aces in the Seattle game later today and watch that game together. So make sure, again, hit the subscribe, hit the follow if you want to watch that game live with me and watch our bets, because that was my most bet game of the slate. So I might watch that one with everybody and see if our bets cash and then get out of Dodge. Once our bets cash, we're good. But if it's a good game, we'll stick around. But back to this, she's had double-digit rebounds in 4 of the last 5 games. She's been over this number 2 of the last 3. I really like this bet. I think Wanquel Jones is going to get this, and with their backup center kind of being out, she's 6'9", so she's going to get the minutes as long as the knee holds up. She's going to get the minutes. The Suns, the Suns center. Let me look up her name too. I forget. I think it's really short. What's her name? I think it's like Sala or Lala or something like that. Center. They're well undersized though, for sure, compared to her. No, Marshall's out. Is it Tina Charles? Thought it was somebody else. Maybe that was another game. It might be Tina Charles. Let me double check that. I just want to make sure I'm giving you guys the right information, because we got to be correct. And again, I apologize for me looking it up. Again, learning on the fly like you guys. Definitely learning on the fly like you guys. So I apologize. I think it is Tina Charles. Yeah, it's Tina Charles. So Tina Charles, very undersized, 6'4", right, against 6'9", especially with an under the rim type of team. I expect Jones to get busy today. If you want to get a little bit more, I mean, her getting 12 or 13 rebounds is not out of the question. 13 at 2.5 at 2 is not a bad bet at all. I expect her to get anywhere from low end 11, high end to almost 15 or 16 boards. So wouldn't surprise me if that's the case. So if you guys got some extra money from the bets that we won and you want to kind of push it a little bit, I wouldn't go no higher than 14. I think the sweet spot is 13 at 12, because the problem is here, they might blow them out and she might sit. But they also blew out, who did they play last game? They also blew out the Mystics by 20, and she still played 30 something minutes. So, on 29 minutes, and she got 18 boards. So, I think it's just a really good bet to stick with the 11. But again, if you want to push a little bit, I'm not mad at you. All right. Let's go to our biggest bet game of the day, the Aces and the Storms. These two teams faced 2 games ago, and I was all over the Storm to win that game at home. And they did. They cashed that one for us. And the cool thing about that game was Lloyd was going back to the Ace. I'm sorry, Lloyd was going back to the Storm when she won 2 championships with Breonna Stewart and that whole story right there. And Lloyd cashed out for us well in that game too. So we made some good money on that game. However, I think this game's a little bit different. Aisha Clark is a game time decision. She doesn't score a lot, but she is a starter. She does play a lot. She does have great defense. And I think that we have to be kind of conscious of that. So still, she might play today. A game time decision. We don't know. I think they need her to beat the Aces. Another thing too, the Storm's been kind of reeling. Storm hasn't been playing well at all. They've lost their last two to the Dream and to Minnesota Lynx. But when you think about it, they beat the Aces right in an emotional charge game. They beat Phoenix Mercury, who are so-so team, even though they're 4-2. The record says it's good, and they beat the Wings. Right? They split with the Mercury. They lost the Mercury first to start the season. They beat the Wings, who are not good. They came back at home, and then beat the Mercury, and then they beat the Aces in that game. But they lost to the Dream, who are a good team, and the Lynx that are a good team. So think about that run: Aces, Lynx, Dream, and then Aces again. So I think that's a tough sled to get back-to-back wins here. So, and Asia Wilson is coming off a monster game, 37 points and 13 boards. Can she do it again? Probably can. But again, the last thing that I saw, I mean, not the last thing, but thing that I saw in last game was how the Storm played defense, and they have size to keep in front of Asia Wilson. So Asia Wilson's going to have to make her winnings at the foul line. She's got to get those bigs, Nanika and Izzy, in trouble. Damn, I know them names. I'm coming along, right? You see them coming along. They're going to get those two bigs to get them in trouble, before, she can get busy. So with that being said, to the bet, I think this is telling. I really do. I think this is telling that the Aces are favored in this game. I think the Storm are reeling. They haven't been playing good ball. And then one of their she was out last game, and I think it showed. But one of their stars is hurt. I like the Aces to win this game. I think the Aces go to the Seattle and get a win. I think the Aces are coming on. I think the Storm is going the opposite way. If you like Asia Wilson's props, I'm not mad at you. That's not where I went, but I'm not mad at you because I just think it's just going to be tough. I think it's going to be somebody else that's got to step up. But first, let me get Aces to win. Let me see. Can I get that? What's that? Can I get an alternate spread on this one? I'd rather them win by a bucket. Oh, no. Yeah. All right. Give me the Aces. We're going to run with it because that's what I wrote down to win the game. I keep doing that. $50. But yeah. Another half unit bet. Another half unit bet. All right. We're still living in this game. So if the Aces is going to win, then the Aces got to score points. And that kind of leads to, Asia Wilson. But that's not where I'm going. I'm going to team total. I really like the team total here. They're averaging 83.6 points per game. That's good for sixth best in the league. I think their pace is top 5 as well. So I think they're going to win this game. And when you look at their schedule, right, if you look at the Aces schedule, they just beat the Spark, 96, scored 82. They lost to the Storm and still scored 82. Asia Wilson didn't play damn near the fourth quarter, right? So, they would have got over if she had to play because the game was already over. They beat the Mystics. They didn't score 82 there. And then they beat the Suns 87. So when you look at that, yes, they are 2 for 2 and going over 82 and a half. But that Storm one, no, I'm sorry, not that. Yeah, that Storm one, I really think if Asia Wilson would have played, they would have scored more points, right? The starters came out at the end there. So I really like this bet. This is one of the better bets. I'm going to go a little bit heavy here, though. Okay, I'm going to go a little bit heavy here, right? We're going to full unit, not 1,000. We're going to full unit on this bet. Okay, full unit on this bet. This is a unit play. Unit play, baby. Let's get this money. Going all in on the aces today. So unit play. Let me write that down to make sure I keep my notes. Another good thing about betting, keep your notes, keep a log. Stop betting blindly and don't know if you're winning or you're not. Because then you can know if you're hot and you can push all gas, no brakes, or you can hold up on that motherfucking gas and slide your foot to that brake a little bit and slow your ass down, right? I got a video. I'll put it in the comments below about bankrolling and how to start off. Damn. Oh, man. It just changed to 83.5. Wow. I knew it. See, I knew it. God damn it. Gump. This bet should have been already in. A point is huge in basketball. Did the line go up? Asia, you know what? What's his face must be out. Yep, line just went up to -3. They're going to win this game, dog. I'm telling you. They're going to win this game. All right. This is live. So the lines have changed. So I don't mind the 3 because it was at 2.5. I do mind the team total being up a full point because 84 and 83 points could be a difference maker. But scared money don't make money. You know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Scared money don't make no money. We still rocking with these bets. If you can shop around at other sports books and find that better number, I would. I really would. Let's see if we can do it right now, real quick. Let's go to where at DraftKings. Let's go to Fanduel real quick. I just want to see. Damn. They knew, right? They knew I was talking about this bet. It's still 2.5 over at FanDuel. Get over to FanDuel, put the bet on FanDuel. Still 2.5 at FanDuel. Let me see if I can find the team total. You guys got to get on this now, though, because this line's gonna change. Come on, man. Let's see, popular. Here we go. Away team total. Still 82.5. So run over. Get over to FanDuel, put those bets in, and you'll be able to get the lines that we originally put. Scared money don't make money. All right. Because I gotta get going here. Next bet. We're still on this bet. We're still in this game. Again, if I'm going all in on the aces right now, we got to bet that the aces is going to win. Again, and I think that A'ja Wilson is going to have a tough time scoring a little bit here just because of the size. She's going to have to work for her points. But what I like here is just the 2 threes from Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green is the sharpshooter, three-pointer, three-point specialist. But when you look at the last game, she's hit 2 in every single game. Every single game she's been in, she's hit 2 threes, right? So she started 5 and she's played in 5. This bet is 5 for 5, right? No, let me take that back. Yeah, no, 5 for 5. I can't take it back. 5 for 5. She scored against Seattle 2 for 7 from 3-point land. So if you want to call that a tie, she's 4 for 1. I don't give a shit. -125. I'm paying the juice. Give me Chelsea. Gray, over. 2 threes in this game. Jackie Young's a gun. Young gun, boy. I tell you, she be cooking. She be cooking. But she could hit for 25 and then she could hit for 15, right? So that's why I stay away from her. But give me Chelsea Gray over the 2 points. I'm staying away from Drew Lloyd. I think that, she went cold too. I would actually look at her unders here too, to be honest with you. Drew Lloyd, 15. She up there, 12 and a half. I would look at her under. It's close though, because she can shoot from three. She'll be jacking. I think she shot 10 threes, but she went ice cold after she started off hot. All right. So our last game that we're going to deal with. I'm not doing the Minnesota Lynx and Valkyries game. Nafisa Collar didn't play last game. The Valkyries are not good, so I expect that to continue for Nafisa to not play Coyer. So I don't know about this game. I don't know anything about the Valkyries. I haven't watched them really. I know a little bit about Minnesota, so I'm going to stay away from this game because I just don't know it well enough to bet it. Um, we are going to look at this Phoenix game and the Sparks game. And this is more of a looking at the teams in terms of their injuries type bet. I've seen one Sparks game and I've seen one Phoenix game, so I don't know these teams really well. But what I do know is Phoenix is banged up, hurt big time. Lexi Hill's out, Natasha Mack's out, Elisa Thomas out, Khalid Cooper's out. 4 players are out. They only got one start in Sabala, the big forward, and Aisha Thomas is their point guard who averages 8 assists a game, 33 minutes per game. So they're going to be strained to win this game. So I actually kind of like the Sparks here at the -4.5. I think they just don't have enough bodies, right? And you're going to have to go deeper in your bench, and that's going to be trouble because that means teams and players that haven't played before, haven't played in the WNBA enough, don't know the game. They got to find out how to play with Sabala because she's their number one, their star. So it wouldn't surprise me if the Sparks win this game and win it by double digits, even though in the Sparks injuries with Brink and Burrow and Jackson that are out, they're nothing new, right? They've been out for a while. So I think, even though the Sparks have been reeling, they're 2-5 right now, 1-3 at home, which is not good. I just don't think Phoenix has enough. So what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at the under for the team total for Phoenix. I just don't think they can score enough. If you want to bet Sabala, I'm not mad at you. She should get you 25 and 10. But I just don't think they have enough scoring for them. And I think, oh man, we got to go to FanDuel because the lines are switching on DraftKings. Hold on, let me switch up. Let me switch up. They're catching up with us, y'all. Catching up with us. Don't worry, I got our I got our parlay coming up too. So let me go to popular. Come on. Let's go. Who's the home team? Yeah, Phoenix is away. Yeah. This is what I want. Give me under 79.5. This line's not gonna stay here. You guys gotta get on these lines. Like this is what like odd shopping is about. You guys gotta get on these lines because you gotta get the better line. 79.5. We're going $50 bet. Let's lock it in. They just don't have enough players to score that many points. And then when you look at Phoenix, right, their last games they lost. They scored 71. They beat Chicago 94. But when they beat the Mystics, they only scored 68. And then they lost to Seattle and they only scored 70. I just don't see how they get to 80 points. I just don't. They're one in this bet is good for 3-1 out of the last 4. So and Chicago's not that good. And they had all their players. So yeah, give me team total under 79.5. Lock that in. All right, let's get you to parlay. Let's get you out of here. Been talking too much. Long show. Long show. All right, so we're gonna take our existing bet. Really like this bet. Right, one of our existing bets that we like, and that is We're going to do Chelsea Gray for 2 threes. And then we're going to go back to this New York game. Sabrina has been playing really well recently, scoring 20 points in her last 2, shooting almost 8-9 threes a game. Give me Sabrina to score 2 threes. So 2-2, 2-leg, 2-bet, 2-3 player prop for a 2-leg parlay, plus 125. Again, you guys can go more if you want. Again, I'm just keeping it simple, man. I'm just keeping it simple. Just keeping it simple. $50. We're winning plus money. Let's keep these bets simple. Let's not go over the top. All right. So those are our best bets for the day. Wow, I lost me. Those are our best bets for the day. We will be looking at trying to do a live stream for the Aces and Storm bet because we got a lot of bets riding on that. So make sure you guys come back. Check me out. Money pot, thanks. Let's get this money today. Good luck. Happy hunting. This is Moss Money. This is Money Pot Betting.